Yo, what's good everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we got a trade recap from Tuesday of this week, and pretty much I ended up making around $7.7 thousand on my funded account. So this is real money, not no demo ass guru dollars, bro. And yeah, we're gonna be breaking down this trade that I took on gold. Yes, it was on gold. I normally trade NQ, but this week gold has just been absolutely pumping towards all-time highs, so trading it has been very simple. This also wasn't the only gold trade that I caught this week. This week I ended up catching a couple of gold longs. This was actually tonight in Asia as well. So you can see this was just another example of something I caught on gold. But yeah, this was actually in Asia. Super clean, as you can see, bottom tick again. Overall, gold has been treating me super well. Also another gold short. NASDAQ long from this week. I think this was AM session. Yeah, 11 a.m. But overall, this was honestly one of my best ever trading weeks overall. The thing in my trading that I'm trying to incorporate more is just holding trades longer. So you guys can see this was around a 1-to-6 risk to reward. And yeah, let's actually break down this trade. Also, here's just the proof that I actually took it on my accounts. Let's get rid of that. But yeah, let's actually break down this trade, exactly what I saw here. So first things first, let me get rid of this. If we go on the higher time frame on gold, right? And yes, I'm in replay. We're going to be replaying this. Oh, and also let me show you my exact execution, which was right here. Yeah, this was the actual execution, just so that you guys see. Entry right there. It was also my only execution. A lot of mentors, they can't even show you their executions. It's because they suck ass at trading. But yeah, here, one bullet, one kill. That's how I like to do it. Yeah, basically hopped off for the day after this. Let's do actually a full trade breakdown right now. Exactly what I saw. So higher time frame, what do we see? Super bullish. I know that this is super messy here, but we're on the weekly time frame, right? All week we've just been pumping, making new all-time highs. So trading all-time highs, in my opinion, is one of the easiest things that you can do, because you just pretty much keep buying those reloads and just keep trying longs pretty much whenever you get a good setup. But yeah, overall, if we're on the daily time frame, you can see rebalance this daily fair value gap, ran higher again right here. If we highlight this, daily unfilled gap rebalanced, wicks out of CE as well. I just made a video on CE, consequent encroachment. Actually here we didn't fully tap into it, but you can see the strong ass wicks out. So higher time frame on the daily, I'm very bullish, right? Let's go down to the 4-hour. Same thing. My bad. This is super messy. Let's get rid of this for right now. But yeah, you can see here, looking at the 4-hour time frame, what are we doing? We're shifting structure to the upside. We had this IFEG here on the 4-hour. What do we have right here? We had all-time highs, which I marked up right there. All-time highs. And what else was this? This was a market maker buy model. If we look at, let me remove these strongs because it's so damn messy. If we look at the 4-hour time frame here, right, what do we see? We're just shifting structure higher. We're delivering off of this 4-hour PD array, right? Also, if we pull a fib, let's see, I bet we have some type of fib rejection as well. Yes, higher time frame OTE, 0.62 retracement was hit, reacted, right? Look at that wick out. And you can see we're just shifting structure here, higher time frame. Higher time frame narrative is the most important thing for me personally whenever I'm framing out a trade idea, because if I'm not taking a trade that's aligned with the higher time frame, then my probabilities are way lower. And yeah, let's go back to this. I want to get back all my drawings here, 1 second. All right, there we go. Let's go down to the hourly time frame now. So I know higher time frame, weekly, daily, 4-hour, hourly, very bullish, right? I don't see any reason to short this. We're just straight pumping. Nice market structure shift here as well on the hourly right here. We'll mark this up. There's a breaker. I'll talk about that in just 1 second. Nice shift in structure. I always keep an eye when we're displacing above wicks, because you can see the strong ass closure that we had, right? And what actually happened when we ran back lower into this market structure shift? Strong ass wick out, right? Not once, but actually twice. See how we wicked out of there twice? So that's just telling me, for bias purposes, we're still super bullish. As well as, what do we have right here? We had a kebab, right? Kebab on the hourly, tapped into it, and what happened? We ran higher right away. Right here, this wick into this kebab. Kebab is right here, just this opposite candle to the surrounding candles. As you guys know, kebabs if you guys have been watching my videos. If not, then I have a kebab video as well. If you guys want to check it out, it's on my channel. But yeah, that's just a concept that I've pretty much developed. I haven't seen anybody else use kebabs in their trading the way that I do. But yeah, let's actually keep going down the time frames, right? This is very important. So before Asia Open here, what did I see? At 4 p.m., right? We rebalanced this unfilled 30-minute fair value gap. Now, usually there will be like a 15 or something, 15 or a 5-minute unfilled gap. But here, I used the 30-minute just because it had the nicest wick rejection out of it. And that just helped me even more with my bias, right? I see that we're respecting bullish PD rays and we're rejecting bearish PD rays, right? We're just disrespecting everything that's bearish. We're closing above every fair value gap. You know, we're shifting structure to the upside here on the higher time frames, on the hourly time frame, and nothing's telling me here to short, right? So higher time frame, I have a clear ass draw towards these all-time highs, which are also equal highs there. Let's go down to the 15-minute, right? What do I see on the 15-minute? We have this order block on the 15-minute right here, which we're currently in, right? And this was actually after 6 p.m. open. So let's actually throw this into a real replay mode of exactly when the 6 p.m. market opened. So this was Asia Open. As you guys know, one of my favorite times to trade is 6 to 7 p.m. Eastern, or 2 to 3 p.m. Eastern, or 10 to 11 a.m. Eastern, just because this is the 4-hour candle manipulation. When I can catch that manipulation and get a nice entry while the 4-hour candle is manipulating, that's when you can catch a big ass move or even a consistent move. It's because you're positioning yourself low in that 4-hour candle. So if we take a look here at just a example, see right here. So this 4-hour candle, right? It had to open. This is totally irrelevant to the current setup, but this is just what quick example of power of 3, right? This 4-hour candle, it opened up lower. See the wick that we made? So if you get some type of entry here, right? Some type of entry trigger, you can then catch the entire distribution of that 4-hour candle. And usually, since it's a higher time frame narrative, right? The 4-hour, it's going to give you a nice ass move. So this was pretty much what my trade here was based off of. So if we go here on the lower time frames, let's actually take a look. Just staying on the 5-minute time frame, keeping it simple. We actually also had this breaker block, right? Low, high, lower low, took out liquidity, also rebalanced equilibrium. That just gave me even more confidence that we're bullish, right? Equilibrium of this obvious ass range. Just pull my fib from this low to this high here. Wicks out of equilibrium. Beautiful, right? So higher time frame, I'm super duper bullish. And yeah, basically just waited until the 6 p.m. market opened so that I can catch that open low to then take my longs back up. And the breaker block was right here, low, high, lower low, took out liquidity, rebalanced equilibrium, shifted structure above it, right? Tapped into it once, rejected, right? So something that was aligned with my entry, which I took my entry off of OTE here, was we also had a breaker block. Breaker blocks are really good, as well as we had an order block, right? What else did we have? We had a 30-minute for value gap rebalance. So you see how we kind of had a lot of stacked things right here, as well as what else did we have? Most importantly, we had OTE of this beautiful 5-minute range. So I pretty much just entered off of the rejection of this OTE. So let's actually play price here. About 1 minute. Let's see how 6 p.m. opens, right? I'm looking right now. I have this line drawn out. I'm trying to see which way we're manipulating into. Let's see. We still have equilibrium here, unbalanced. So we could want to rebalance that and then run higher. That was my overall idea. And let's see. Taps OTE, right? Rejects out. And that's when I took my entry right here after OTE rejected. And this is my exact entry at 883 at 3. My bad. At 3883.4. If we look at this right here, this was while I was in the trade. We can see 38. Hold up. Oh no, this is a different trade. Yo, I'm totally tripping. This was the actual trade. Hold up. It was this one. Yeah, 3883.4. Yeah, I was tripping. My bad. I showed you guys the different gold trade. This was the gold trade from from last night. I mean, but here you can see entry was at 3883.4. Bottom ticked, only execution, beautiful. And that was based off of the OTE getting rejected, this 0.62 retracement, as well as we hit the 15-minute order block, as well as we had a bullish 30-minute for value gap rebalance to then play price higher, pretty much, right? So let's see price play out here. My break-even point was this high right here. Move my stop loss to break even there. Let's keep playing this. And yeah, I basically just targeted my external draw on liquidity, which was that all-time highs there. So if we play it out, did hold a little bit of a pullback here, but I still had confidence in the setup, in the draw, and boom, all-time highs there got taken, and that was pretty much the trade. Overall, the only difference that I did here compared to like my other trades is I just held this trade all the way towards all-time highs. I didn't take any partials, nothing like that, just because I'm trying to, for myself as a trader, to get to that next level, what I have to do is hold my trades a bit longer. And this is a perfect example of a high confidence setup where I held my trade and it ended up printing hella cash. So yeah, overall, that's just a quick trade recap. If you have any questions, comment below. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. Very simple, just using rejections, just using overall higher time frame narrative, and as well as using the power of 3 here. Also, let's see, did I miss any confluences? 6 p.m. open low, OTE entry, OB. Yeah, super simple. These were literally all of my confluences. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. Made about 7.7K on the day, and this was on funded accounts. So this is not no demo dollars, not no fake guru ass profits. This is real cash on the prop firm account. Also, I did take this trade on my live account, my live personal account. But yeah, overall, if you're a trader that's still not yet funded, if you're not where you want to be in your trading, I currently have an offer where I guarantee to work with you one-on-one until you're funded over 6 figures with prop firms and receive your first ever prop firm payouts. If that's something that you're interested in, then you can apply. First link in the description to apply for that. But yeah, overall, it was a banger ass day. Going into next week, I'll be also holding trades a bit longer. Only when I have very high confidence in them. You guys know that the 1 to 2s, they're my bread and butter. They're my bread and butter always. So that's something I will keep doing. But when I have a super clear external draw on liquidity, I'll be holding my trades a bit longer. Overall, thank you guys for watching. Until next time, peace out. Love you all. Good looks.